is Mira. She's also incredibly cool, and she will also be one of your hosts. Now, Mira, I think we should help the audience have a better understanding of what Poetry Slam means.
Well, to begin with, poetry signifies the spoken word competition where teams compete for points using well-crafted poems.
Now, slam signifies the excitement in the atmosphere. So that's you guys. This is your job right here. You need to pay attention to the poets, and you need to show as much emotion as possible. You can clap, you can give thunderous applause, you can cry if it's really sad, you can just cry your face off, that's okay. If you think it's really funny, you can laugh your head off, that's okay too. Also, standing ovations, strongly recommended. Now let's have a little test run, okay? On the count of 3, you're all gonna make as much noise as you possibly can. Ready? Let's be quiet for a second. Let's be really, really quiet for a second.
Ready?
Here, ready? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to start the Poetry Slam with the Slam Anthem and a sacrificial poet to test out the judges.
Each round will start with a topic selection from the treasure box, and this topic will appear on the screen.
The teams are going to have 10 seconds to deliberate, so they're each going to pick one poet that matches the topic selected.
A round of rock, paper, scissors will be used to determine which team performs first.
After each slam performance, the judges listen up, you're going to have 30 seconds to write down your scores and display them.
So the judging is based on 3 criteria: poem content, overall performance, and audience reaction, for a total of 10 points as a maximum.
After the competition of the 4 rounds, the points are going to be totaled, and the team with the most points wins.
And remember, the points are not the point,
the poetry is the point. Now, without further delay, it's time to announce our 2 teams, the red team and the blue team.
On the blue team, we have Madison, Emily, Nicolette, and Mourad.
On the red team, we have Christy, Selena, Emily, and Yusa. Our judges for today are word format, and why in the form of a spoken word battle concert known as Slam? Because Slam is
lying down, contemplating on some things that I've tried to analyze, crowding up my mind, telling me if I have enough time for myself, by myself. And always let my fear get in the way. It's a call for help. But is there really any help? Because all my so-called friends say I'm there for you, but no, you're not. You take for granted for what you got. You only come around when those bottles pop. And when I'm down, you're never around. So I think it finally took its toll that I should be alone. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. Oh. I would give you my all that you would take advantage of, but I'm sick of being used instead of being loved. And I miss having those friends, the ones that you can trust. So I lay down in my room and I'm flipping through the pages. We hope for something new, but never ready for the changes. So this is where I stand, and I hope you understand that I'm letting go. I'm letting go. You think this is all fun and games? I can read between the lines. All the things that you said are just lies. I think I've had enough. No, I know I've had enough. This time you won't be the one to hold me back. Trust me, you can count on that. Because I realize I have much to live for. Life is too precious to waste, so let's see what's in store. So I'm letting go. I'm letting go. This will be a new chapter in my life. There's no need for me to fight. I know I can achieve great things, despite the fact that I've been living so low. I just gotta get up and take it slow. I'm letting go. I'm letting go.
Our first topic. Yeah.
And now the first topic of the afternoon is, can I get a drum roll?
Hold that thought.
Oh yes, sorry. So judges,
you have 30 seconds.
Okay, please display your scores. The back, yeah.
first topic. Go ahead, Mira. Choose the topic.
So the first topic of this afternoon is, can I get a drum roll, please? Death.
Did you hear that, guys? It's death. Now, teams, you have 10 seconds to deliberate and choose a poet.
Forgiveness. The scary part is that it's not scary. Not really. To drive way too fast in a two-lane with the wind through the open windows and the sound of the stereo. Feels like you could escape. What's a break anyway? You're so glad that they didn't take this away. The crazy part is that it doesn't feel crazy, not really. To spend all your nights alone, looking up at the sky, counting, wondering why they're shining their light. You've heard they already died, the stars. And you spend all your time wondering why it's you and not them, and what it is that makes you stronger. But God that you can handle is never the easiest thing, and there is no one else. But no one else does not make you lonely. He's looking down, making sure you're okay. And if all came to worst, would it be that bad? Bad that he calls you to his side? Bad for the pain of the people you like? Bad for the way you still should have had time? Good and bad have such a thin line. It could be good. Sometimes you forget you are small in the world. It's not going to stop. And yes, you should keep going. But if you cannot, just slow down and let go. You're just human, not unbreakable, not always remarkable. And perhaps, as long as you have lived long enough to have loved, you have lived long enough. Have you ever listened to music in a dark room? Death is easy. Death is sleep with no dreams. Dreams and no sleep, that's life. Life is hard. Good or bad? Sometimes you forget. Life has been good to you, given you reasons to be whole, even though now your eyes as well. As you know, life is cold. Death is warm. Death is soft. It isn't shameful, it isn't angry. It's falling softly, forgetting to say goodbye. You're forgiven. I'll get by.
With shaking hands, I managed to extract the small round pill from its cage. It will ease ear sickness, they tell us, but it won't take away our fear of death. I swallow it anyway and feel like a puppet, controlled by generals and commanders on one big stage. Relax, they say. I close my eyes and obey by taking a very deep breath. I would do anything to be home in Burnaby with my friends and family, laughing and eating around the dining table and playing games with my brothers who are lost at. More. I shake my head and try to forget, but every time I look up, I see the other combatants staring back at me. They too have brothers who are going to fight and most likely perish on Juno's shore. Death is everywhere. It surrounds us all, and yet we are still alive. But for how long? We were forced to memorize this mission. They tell us we can win, and we believed it. But now, I'm not so sure. I sit on this cold, hard bench, breathing deeply, trying to relax, trying, for everyone's sake, to be strong. I shake my head and pray to God my brothers will be safe and sound. I ask him if maybe there's a way to just quit. Hook up, they shout. I pull the hook from my waist and attach on the line above our heads. Count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I shout on cue. Relax. You've trained for months. You know what to do. So once this is all done, you can rest along with your brothers in nice, warm beds. The side door opens and my brothers vanish from mind. The wind blows hard as the darkness outside comes into view. Shots rain down from below, blind faint as the plane beside us catches fire. The green light begins to flash from beside the door, and number 1, Giovanni, jumps in the dark. I didn't know him well, but I pray the enemy below will take a moment and seize fire. The green light flashes again, and number 2, Frederick, jumps. I pray he lands safely in a park. The plane ahead of us ignites, and the fire quickly spreads. Burning men jump from their planes in hopes of escaping death's hands. I stare in horror and helplessness as they cling to their lives by threads. Death is everywhere. Darkness engulfs us all, and from here on, it only expands. Green light flashes from beside the door, and number 3, Blythe, hesitates. Lieutenant Rogers yells at him to put his act together, to man up and jump. But Blythe is not ready. He pauses at the edge of the plane and looks down below. He pulls out his rosary and kisses it several times, mumbling prayer after prayer after prayer, and until he feels ready, he waits. But Lieutenant Rogers cannot accept this hesitation. He grabs my best friend and pushes him out of the plane as if he were nothing but dumb. The green light flashes again, and now it is my turn, number 4. I step closer to the edge and look down with wide, fearful eyes. Germans, everywhere, guns, everywhere. I glance at my watch, whose hands order me to act. Tick, tock, tick, tock is awfully hard to ignore. With all the strength and courage I have left, I jump and yank on the ripcord. I know I will land somewhere, but only God knows where.
Judges, you know what to do?
30 seconds.
5, and a 10. Well done.
All right, Mira, why don't you tell us what the next topic is?
Okay, our next topic for today is, drum roll please. The topic is societal problems.
Teams, you have 10 seconds to deliberate.
Okay, can the two poets please step forward for the game of rock, paper, scissors?
Poets, we have Muhammad and Yusuf. So first off, we have Yusuf, who has most definitely found his inner ninja. Give him a round of applause.
My poem is called Alphabetical Problems. Throughout our childhood, we learn about alphabets at an early age to teach us about words, education, reading various texts, but we also learn about problems in society. But one thing that we're not aware of is that those problems are bigger than the alphabet that we know at the back of our hands. So what I do, my poem. Aggressive army or combination, aspiring another artillery Armageddon, accurate AKs and AR-15s angled all the way, attacking any adversary. Bullets blowing back to back, bleeding body before Berlin fell. Barrels blazing, burning bodies better than butter. Bronze brutality blasted better than bombers. Cowards can't cover, colonels can't command. Combats causing casualties. Chaos comes crime. Crimes confusing combatants, clouding calculations. Dominating deeper deadly dominions. Dreaming didn't devour desire. Dreaming did demand desire. Dealers devastating divine dedication. Drugs devouring dozen dead dreamers. Dividing double-digit dollars doing deals. Estimating eradication eventually equates. Equally exercising equality. Eliminating enemies eventually earning eradication. Fighting for freedom. Freedom fighters fronting for flame. Fleeing from the flames foreshadowed. Forcing faith, following further fear. Folding funds, formatting further fierce felonies. Gathering grants, growing greater grants. Genuine gangster geniuses. Gawking, grabbing, and going. Genuine jesters guiding. Governmental generals generating genocides. Hired hitmen harness holding hostages. Hospitalizing horrified hostages. Hijackers hijacking helicopters hammering. Hovering hotels hiding in heavens. Infinite individual imperial idols, infamous instead of idolized. Indicating interstate irradiation. Jackknife just juggled. Journey to jabbing juries. Jacking jewelries, justifying jealousy. Knowledge kept kingdoms, kept the king, kept the key. Knives kept killing, knowledge kept kneeling. KKK kept killing. Legitimately legalizing lost lives. Long lost ones living like lyrical legacies. Lusting like Lex Luthor, living long, lonely lives leading to landmines. Money-making messiahs murdering mankind, making melodies misleading more and more the microphone. Naughty notorious nymphs nesting in New York. Naughty naked nature nurturing nefarious negotiators. Nepotism neighboring neighbors, nursing narcotics. Observing oppression, obstructing originators. Official officers obstructing oblivious operations. Queens quiet, qualified quality, royal recruits, regulating righteous rules. Rulers regulating revolutions, rather revitalizing rivalry. Raising raiders rampaging relentlessly. Soldiers sniping sharpshooters, severely shanking stupid souls. Terrifying turmoils, terrifying territorial problem. Taking two takes, throws turning in the towel. Uplifting ultimately uplifting uncivilized unions. Unique understanding, universally unifying. Visualizing victorious vocals, violating victorious vocals, victimally victimized. Why wage wars? Wage wars widely. X-rated X-Men. Yakuza use stealing. Zodiac stealing, zero results.